Where to start with this one? Well, I guess I'll start from the beginning. It all started when N took an extra long nap after a less than friendly game of tag, using of course guns as their primary source of tagging one another. Now, I'm no tag expert, but I believe that's considered a foul at the very least, maybe even cause for disqualification. Either way, after that long beauty sleep, we wake up with a killer headache and an ever-growing need to relieve one's bodily fluids. Based on our ship scans, we've been sleeping for quite a while without a potty break. So, after a thorough searching on board our very snazzy ship, who by the way seems less than helpful in our endeavors, in fact often having a rather displeased attitude towards us in general. I mean, just hear him.
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down. Loss of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers, which I suspect you are not.
Now, it could probably have something to do with the fact that we got his best friend killed, but I mean, when do AIs hold grudges against humans anyway? That just happens in sci-fi movies. Either way, back on topic. Despite all of our best efforts searching on board, there were no feasible facilities to be had. In fact, all of the doors were shut closed. The only hope was for us to leave and go to a distant planet said to have a mystical palace that could even revive the dead. A place that advanced surely has adequate toiletries available, right? So without further discussion, we navigated to this strange planet with cubes. Despite the warnings from our ever-quirky AI companion, once landing on this strange planet, we began searching for any signs that this mysterious planet holds, and any secrets that it may be hiding beneath the snow. And sure enough, it did. With enough searching, we finally found it, a palace entrance, filled with embroidered gold marble walls, huge passageways with advanced energy powering systems. But still, there was no sign of a bathroom. Time was running out for N. But all hope was not lost. After aimlessly roaming around the massive palace through beautifully crafted areas that were very highly detailed, I might add, we finally found an area that might finally be able to turn on the power. And revive our friend Mr. Foster, which was totally one of the main reasons for coming down to this planet. Didn't I point that out? I'm pretty sure I told you guys about Foster. Anyway, we finally made it to this spot. But, like always, it can't just be as easy as putting in the cube and boom, Foster comes out, everyone's happy, and N gets to use the bathroom. No, it can't just be that easy. This is when the shit hits the fan and the game actually starts. And then it finally dawns on you that maybe running through all of those dark passageways with just a teeny little flashlight, maybe it wasn't that scary after all. Especially now when you're dealing with flashing lights and the inability to move your character when the lights do decide to turn back on, only for you to find out that there's new little specks of black gooey stuff forming, to later find out that it's actually creating some kind of hellish spawn that is kind of hilariously not being able to get up until they start shooting you in the face and become sentient. Well, now you know, guys. Don't turn on the power to a secret palace found in a creepy cube-like snow planet after losing a futuristic game of tag because you got your friend killed. Never do that. Either way, there's at least one positive thing that came out from this experience. At least there's no need for N to use the bathroom anymore. That conundrum is fixed. Just not in the way we wanted. Either way, as we continue through the palace and continue to learn about these echoes as they are referred to, the first thing to find out about these echoes is that 1, they're super attractive and somewhat familiar, and 2, they are you! And it is super creepy seeing all of the creatures you fight against being you. Like you roaming around next to another you, next to another you, or strangling yourself, or shooting yourself, or yourself trying to kill yourself. It's a weird concept, and it's an even weirder concept when you take into consideration that they are learning how to kill you based on the actions that you take to kill them. But I have to say, it was definitely one of the most interesting features I've ever experienced in a game thus far, and I was actually quite shocked by it. So as I mentioned, these clones of you are called echoes, and they copy what you do as you progress through the game. So if you decide to vault over an object, open a door, run around, eat some biscuits, or in this case berries, or just generally shoot or pull out your gun, once the power is reset, these creatures or echoes have the abilities you used. Meaning, if you thought you could just run through and shoot everybody in the face, you are wrong, because as soon as that power turns back on, they're gonna be shooting you in the face and chasing your ass down until they strangle you to death. which isn't fun. This makes you have to think about how you're going to progress around the area a lot more carefully, because you know the repercussions are going to bite you in the ass if you decide to just go in guns a-blazing. Also, just a quick random off-topic comment. The menu screen is probably one of the creepiest ones I've ever seen in a game. I mean, it's just an eyeball, and it goes in the direction you're putting your mouse. That's super creepy and super cool at the same time, but it gives me a shiver. You know what I'm saying? But, anyway. So let me know if you enjoyed the video, but besides that, have a good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. So don't forget to check back.